After he's coming at me and I decide to shoot, I fired a series of shots and paused.
What did you see?
I noticed at least one of them hit him. I don't know where, but I saw his body kind of just flinch a little. And after that, I paused and I again yelled, stop, get on the ground, giving him the opportunity to stop. And he ignored all the commands and he just kept running. And so after he kept running again, I shot another series of shots. And at least one of those hit him because I saw the flinch. And he stopped. I stopped and I said, get on the ground, get on the ground. Well, this time he's about 15 feet away. So I start backpedaling because he's just getting too close and he's still not stopping after.
You were backpedaling?
Yes, away from him. Because I was like, he's already running through these shots. I mean, they weren't phasing him. It didn't matter to him. And he was looking through me. The face and the image he was presenting was just, I wasn't even there.
All right, let's get down to the body language now from the people that we saw in Ferguson and a whole lot more. Let's welcome back lawyer, serious opinionator, and expert in reading body language, author of the upcoming book, Red Flags, How to Spot Frenemies, Underminers, and Toxic People in Your Life, Wendy Patrick. Wendy, we only got a few short minutes here. Always a pleasure to have you on the show. What did you see in Darren Wilson's face and body language from that basic soundbite?
Not much. This is a man who is still under federal investigation. He is somebody that is very measured in his speech, as he should be, given how high the stakes are. He showed very little emotion, but you got to remember, we are talking about a profession where these guys are trained. I mean, this isn't some of the professions where emotion is going to help you do your job. So he is very measured. He is very matter of fact, but he has very good eye contact, and he's answering the questions very succinctly. So we really do see, obviously there's some level of practice that goes into the way they're taught to testify, but it's a just the facts, matter-of-fact type of recitation of answering these questions.
All right, second one up here. Here's the St. Louis County prosecutor, Robert McCulloch. This was a very long reading of the grand jury findings. Here we go. Trust me, it's coming anytime soon. All right. I'm told we don't have it. Tell us what you see, though, when you saw him speak. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. There it is. Quick moment here. Let's see it. Here we go.
Is this really justice, or is there something wrong with the laws in the state that would say that this is okay?
It's another question that really I don't have an answer to that question. That what's wrong with the law? There are no laws to protect this. Every law out there is to protect the safety of every individual, regardless of their age and regardless of their race. And so if those laws are not working, then we need to work to change them. And that's about all that we can. That's not all the way, but that's what we should be doing. And that's where this needs to go from here.
All right, Wendy, what'd you see in his face and body language?
This is a man in a lion's den, and that was evident, both the manner of speaking, he was sweating. You can imagine how he must feel. He is doing the best job he can. He went through the long recitation, the facts and types of evidence the grand jury was presented with. But in these clips, he's being asked some of the toughest questions you can imagine, and he's really feeling the heat. And you can see that in so many different ways in which he answers all of these very tough questions, all of which were hardballs. There was no friendly questions, and he anticipated that, and you can see it and you can hear it in his voice as he tries to get through each of these very, very difficult questions. I am sure he was very happy when that press conference was over with.
So then only a couple of seconds we have left here. What's your general opinion then of Darren Wilson, the people in Ferguson, the different people giving interviews here, very measured, making sure they are kept very solid, very straight, very no emotion?
The ones that are actually answering the tough questions, they're very well thought out, as they should have been. What I'm sorry to see are so many of the people talking about much of what was never evidence. In other words, one of the best things people can do before they express an opinion on Ferguson is learn the facts and learn the kind of testimony that was presented and who said what. And the forensics don't lie. They're not biased. They don't change their stories.
There you
go. Ballistics, the forensic, that's what we should be looking at.
Good way to put it. The book again, Red Flags, How to Spot Frenemies, Underminers, Toxic People in Your Life, comes out next year. Wendy Patrick is our guest Wednesday. Wendy, Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. We'll see you next week.
See you as well. Thank you.
All right, take care. After the break, your Thanksgiving fill of turkey. You don't have to use a single knife and fork.